Welcome back to the AI Guy. I'm Mac, and today we're doing something a little different. Quinn, set the scene.
Sure, picture this. It is the second week of July in Phoenix. The dispatch board has 40 trucks out. The phone is ringing every 9 seconds. And the high today is 117 degrees. That is a real Phoenix HVAC operator's Monday morning.
And we have been getting a lot of questions from HVAC owners in the Valley about where AI actually helps versus where it is just hype. So this is a focus episode for you. 3 things: forecasting your revenue, predicting which units are going to fail, and routing your trucks smarter.
What that means in business terms is that your demand curve in Phoenix is not the national HVAC curve. You have a 6-week spike where everything compresses. Maintenance calls, repair calls, full system replacements, all hitting at once. And that compression is where the money is made or lost. If you can dispatch 38 trucks instead of 32 on a peak day, that is 6 extra trucks at maybe 4 jobs each at an average ticket of around $450. That is roughly $10,000 in a single day you either capture or leave on the table.
Okay, so let us get into the first piece: revenue forecasting. Most Phoenix HVAC shops we have talked to are still forecasting on gut feel and a spreadsheet. Last July we did X, so this July we should do X plus 10%. The AI angle here is straightforward. Pull NOAA cooling degree day forecasts, layer on your historical job data, and you get a revenue forecast that updates daily.
And you do not need a data scientist for this. ServiceTitan has had AI forecasting built in since late 2025. Workiz added a similar forecast module this year. Housecall Pro Basic is $59, Essentials $149, Max $299. The forecasting features are mostly in the higher tiers.
Here's a documented example. A 22-truck shop in Mesa, we'll call them Operator A, started feeding NOAA 7-day forecasts into their ServiceTitan dashboard last spring. Within 2 months, they were sizing crews and inventory orders based on predicted cooling degree days for the coming week.
2 things. 1, they stopped running out of common parts during peak weeks because their inventory orders were going out 3 days earlier. 2, they got better at booking the right type of job. When the forecast showed a heat spike, they pushed maintenance customers to next week and held capacity for emergency repairs at a higher ticket. Okay, piece 2, predictive maintenance. This is where it gets interesting because the technology is finally catching up to the marketing. For years, HVAC software companies talked about predictive maintenance, and what they really meant was, we will remind you to call the customer once a year. That is not prediction. That is a calendar reminder. Right. What is actually working in 2026 is smart thermostat data plus AI. Honeywell and Ecobee, and a few others, now stream runtime and cycle data back to manufacturer dashboards. When a 12-year-old unit starts cycling abnormally, the AI flags it. And the economics there are obvious. A planned replacement in May is a calm schedule job. The same replacement on July 12th at 4 p.m. is a panic call, where the customer is paying premium and probably calling 3 shops. We've seen a documented Tempe shop, 8 trucks, build this on top of Housecall Pro. They export the customer list weekly, run it through a Claude prompt with their rules, and get back about 30 to 15 names to call. Their conversion on those calls is around 18% versus 4% on cold reactivation. 18% conversion on warm leads is real money, even at 50 calls a week. With a $7,500 average install, that is meaningful incremental revenue. Okay, piece 3. And this is where most owners get the biggest immediate win: dispatch routing. Dispatch is brutal in Phoenix because the metro's so spread out. A truck in Surprise getting a call in Apache Junction is an hour of windshield time each way. 2 hours of paid time, 0 revenue.
And the early Phoenix users we have spoken to report similar numbers, roughly 12 to 15% more completed jobs per truck per week. On a 30-truck fleet, that is the equivalent of adding 3 to 4 trucks of capacity without buying a single new vehicle or hiring a single new tech.
If you are not on ServiceTitan, there are other options. Workiz has a route optimization feature in their Pro plan. There is also a category of standalone tools.
Routific and OptimoRoute being the main ones that plug into most field service software. OptimoRoute pricing in 2026 starts around $39 per driver per month. So for a 20-truck shop, that is $780 a month. If it gets you even 8% more completions, payback is measured in days, not months.
One more dispatch angle: customer communication. The AI side of this is texts that go out automatically when a tech is 20 minutes out with the tech's name and photo. It sounds small, but the call no-show rate drops dramatically and customer reviews go up.
Let us talk rebates and incentives briefly, because Phoenix operators need to know this. APS and SRP both have residential rebate programs for high-efficiency replacements. Efficiency Arizona is offering up to $4,000 per appliance in 2026 for qualifying installs.
And there is an AI angle even here. Tools like ChatGPT or Claude can pre-check whether a specific install qualifies for which rebate based on SEER 2 ratings, utility territory, and customer income tier. That is a 15-minute task that used to take 90 minutes of office time per job. Speaking of SEER 2, the federal minimum in the Southwest region, including Arizona, is 14.3 SEER 2 for split-system air conditioners under 45,000 BTU. That is the floor. Most rebates are for 15.2 SEER 2 and up.
Okay, let us close this out. If you're a Phoenix HVAC operator listening to this and wondering where to start, here is the priority order. 1. Dispatch routing. Biggest immediate ROI. If you are on ServiceTitan, turn on Dispatch Pro. If you are on Workiz Pro or Housecall Pro, the route optimization is already built in. If you have nothing, OptimoRoute is the cheapest fast start.
2. Revenue forecasting linked to NOAA cooling degree days. Even if you do it in a spreadsheet with a free GPT for the math, you will make smarter staffing and inventory calls in the next 6 weeks.
Three, predictive outreach to high-probability replacement customers. Weekly Claude prompt against your CRM export. That is a free experiment with a 30-day measurable result.
And the thing not to do: do not buy the most expensive ServiceTitan tier you can find and assume the AI will fix everything. Pick one of those 3, run it for 90 days, measure it, then layer in the next one.
Thanks for listening. This was the AI Guy. Stay cool out there.